Milton Friedman gets into it with this lady, for Milton Friedman, I shouldn't say gets into it with this. That could be taken on the way. But they're on the Phil Donahue show. And the lady's like, I can't believe there are all these rich people. They don't need the money. That's not the point. What they do with the money is what matters. And watch the lady just puzzled when Friedman just gives her economic common sense that's both reliable and valid. Check this out.
Why is it we have so many millionaires and everything in the United States, and we still have so many impoverished people who try to get up into the world? They can only eat that much, sleep in the bed.
And what do you suppose they do? If they don't eat it and don't use it, what do you suppose they do?
They hoard it.
What do you mean they hoard it? You mean they put it under their pillows?
That's right. No, they keep investing it.
Investing it in what?
That's right. Yeah.
What do they invest it in?
Well, in oil and everything, all these other people who are
What are they invested in? Don't get off the subject.
No.
What are they invested in?
Well, they invested in a lot of different things that the little people need.
Well, do they invest it in factories?
Yes.
Does some of that money end up in machines?
Yes.
Do those factories and machines provide ordinary working people with jobs or not? What do you suppose the productivity of this country would be and of the wage rate would be if the total amount of capital in this country today was what it was 100 years ago? Where do you suppose the improvements in productivity come from except from the investment by people of their savings? But let me go to your fundamental question. First place, nirvana is not for this world. There is no paradise. Of course we've got a lot of people who are poorly off. But if you look at it over time, if you get a sense of proportion, the well-being of the ordinary people has been the main thing that has been improved by economic progress and economic growth and development. And most residual hard cases of poverty today are the result, again, of a failure of government. Why do we have a black teenage unemployment rate in 30 to 40%? Because of two failures of government. One, a failure to provide decent schooling, which is a governmental responsibility. Has been, whether it should be or not, it has been. And second, because of a minimum wage rate, which prevents those kids who haven't had decent schooling from getting jobs at low pay at which they can earn the skills on the jobs that would enable them to rise to higher pay. If you look at the sources of poverty, you will find most of them are derived from what I regard as wrong-headed government policies.
Somebody said in the chat, that's the original Karen. And someone said, is that a dog on her head? Listen, that lady, she just doesn't know. She's giving you this simple, I can't believe they're rich people. They don't need the money. Well, what do you think they did with the money? How do you think the country got so rich that we're the richest country on earth by far? By far. How do you think we got here? By handing over all of your profits to the government to redistribute them out to people rather than investing them in factories and products and research and R&D. How do you think we got here, man? And then she's like, well, why are people still poor? It's a very simple answer. The government has a monopoly, a near monopoly over the public education system. I say near monopoly because some kids can escape where there's school choice. Some just can't. They don't have the money. And they can't even teach a kid. And then when they can't teach them anything, Friedman's right. They go out into the market and their skills may be worth, I don't know, $15 an hour in today's inflated economy. And the minimum wage in a state is 17 or whatever. And they're not going to hire them. So then they can't even get a job. The government is the cause of all of your problems.